Hey there friends, Mr. E here, and you might be noticing that my veteran looks a little scuffed today. Well, that's because this build is designed intentionally to be extremely no frills. The whole intent of this guide, as well as the next couple I'm going to be making for the other classes, is to give you a solid build with no mechanical gimmicks, no fancy footwork or anything really required, just the simplest possible build I can conceive of that will clear a Havoc 40. So if you are looking to push yourself to those higher limits, a build that is super brain dead simple like this can allow you to focus on the important things like your positioning and your decision making, rather than on, oh, do I have to like make certain that I'm micromanaging the heat on this yada yada or whatever, you know, that sort of additional complexity that can come with some builds. None of that here, right? This is super straight down the middle. Aim the guns at the targets and then use the sword when stuff gets close. Easy peasy, right? So if that sounds good to you and you want to see what sort of other stuff I've been looking at for other classes to get them to be as simple as possible and clear those highest difficulties, well then you should subscribe because it's coming very soon. So let's start here with our weapons. Of course, as I said, since this is very much no frills, we are going to be picking just the most powerful stuff so that we can flex that power and clear the highest difficulty no problem. The dueling sword has got to be the simplest, most powerful weapon, you know, that intersection of those two de facto, and so therefore that's what we're going with here. Mobility is going to be the lowest stat with perks of Carapace and Flak, two targets that you're going to be stabbing in the head a lot. So yeah, get the sword out whenever you see a crusher or something like that, unless you've got a crack grenade, in which case hurl that instead. For blessings, Uncanny Strike, that allows us to deal extra damage to crushers, allows us to do extra damage to unyielding, which is bulwarks and reapers, as well as those monstrosity bosses. And then Riposte here is going to give us 20% crit whenever we dodge. And I would have to assume, you know, this build can be played all the way up and down the difficulty curve, but what I'm intending it for is players who have the basic mechanics of the game down, but you might just not have played veteran, right? So you just want something really simple for veteran. And there you go. So just dodge an enemy and you get 6 seconds. Dodge anything, right? Dodge a single bullet, whatever it is. Just randomly spam the dodge key when you're in a fight, and I guarantee this will be active 100% of the time. Then we have the Recon Lasgun here. Super solid weapon. You'll notice that it doesn't really require any aiming. We aren't going to be beaming people in the head. We're not looking to snipe with precision cross map. We actually want to be kind of close, like close medium range with this thing, because it's going to augment the damage that we do, and it also is just going to make certain that all our shots hit. And we're just going to aim at center mass. There's no need to aim for heads here. It's not about that. It's about stacking up those Infernus stacks. It's about the direct damage and the Infernus stacks. So in that pursuit, we're going to be doing Unyielding and Ranged Critical Strike Chance increased by 5% as our perks, and then Infernus and Dum Dum as our blessings. And these are very nice because Infernus stacks 12 stacks of burn on targets. 12 stacks of burn does a lot of damage, and Dum Dum increases not only the direct damage you deal, but also that burn stack. So when a boss comes out, all you got to do is literally point this at them and just hold on the trigger. And you'll be contributing a lot of damage towards killing monstrosities, right? A lot of times people will not have anything to really deal with these things, and we can just point the lasgun at them and unleash, because this thing will tear them apart. Plus there were a couple crack grenades in there, maybe a couple melee strikes, and you're going to be cooking with gas. Now down here we got our Curios. Super simple, normal stuff across the board here. Do triple toughness, do triple revive speed for your allies. That's one great way you can contribute to your team, even if you're not like the most mechanically skilled player. Go help your teammates out, man. Then combat ability regeneration, because everybody likes to be covered up with their shout all the time. And then the last choice here is I choose stamina regeneration. Can help you with parrying, blocking, sprinting, whatever that is. So here we are on the talent tree side of things. We're going to keep it really simple here. We're going to start at the top with confirmed kill and out for blood, extra toughness from a bunch of different sources. Then we'll take one motion to swap our weapons. Then we'll take close order drill, and then crack grenades. Crack grenades are a very easy way to provide a ton of value to your team without even barely having to have a pulse. Literally just like pull a grenade out and just throw it like there, I guess. And then look, it made its way over that mauler, right? Because they're magnetic. So you don't even have to aim, well, you have to aim better than that, I guess. But you just have to kind of generally aim the direction of the enemy, and it'll just kill them instantly. And this, because it magnetizes towards metal enemies, it's going to prioritize the enemies that are kind of scary, right? So your team will thank you if you just enter into every engagement by throwing 2 of these out and sticking them onto those crushers, removing them from the fray entirely. Very nice to have. Then we'll take superiority complex. Iron Wheel, and then Field Improv, another great way to provide a ton of value to the team just by existing. We'll then take Serrated Blade, which is a very nice talent that's going to help you to clear hordes, right? So those extra bleed stacks, they really do add up. Like, that's 6 bleed stacks right there. So it just chomps through hordes that much faster. But also on armored targets like our Crusher friend here, normally bleeds don't do very much at all, right? Like, you get some bleed stacks on here, that's not doing very much. But what if I hit him in the head instead? Right, that stacks with Uncanny, and then we start dealing 300 damage per tick with this all stacked up. So you can actually just light attack Crushers down, yeah, no problem. It makes it so much easier and cleans up a ton of enemies with that damage over time bleed. We'll take Catch Your Breath, and then Survivalist to provide ammo to the whole team. Another easy way to provide value to the team. Grenadier, all 3 of these grenade perks, because as I said, throwing out a bunch of grenades is a golden way to give value, to make people be like, I'm glad we have the veteran, because you can just blow up everything. And these are going to make you be able to blow up so much more stuff. This plus this node down here called Demolition Team, which is going to print even more grenades. So do not be shy about throwing these things out. If you are sitting on 4 grenades at any time, you have too many, my man. Go ahead and throw 2 right now. It find some targets, you know, that are out there in distance and just hurl them down range. That's all you got to do, and you'll get value. Then we're going to take Voice of Command with Duty and Honor, and this is going to be something we're just going to be pressing constantly, right? As often as you can, just throw this out. Keep your team shielded up. Do not be the veteran who just sits on this and waits. You might can save it for like 10 seconds if you see a possible opportunity coming where you can get a stagger on a boss or something, but generally just having this on as a buff is going to be way better than holding it for a tactical advantage. Then we'll take Ranged Strike, Precision Strikes, and then fully loaded Stamina Regen and Shock Trooper, which is going to really extend our ammo capacity in our las gun, because we're getting lots of crits. In the center here, we're taking Demolition Team, as I said, to regenerate even more grenades, and then Tactical Awareness. Our #1 role on this team is to eliminate ranged elites, bosses, and the specials. We are the #1 ranged special killer in the game, right? We can get rid of these specials before they even get a chance to get close to the team. So dogs and trappers and flamers and stuff like that, no problem. The Recon las gun does an absurd amount of damage against them. As you can see there, I hit that person like 3 times and they're nearly dead. I hit this dog like for half a second, right? This is how easy it should be for us to remove these targets, even if you fired for like 6 shots. And yeah, so that's what you should be doing every time you see a specialist coming in, and this is going to reward us with more cooldown, and therefore we're going to shout more, and we're going to keep the team nice and safe. Over here, we'll take our melee stuff. Melee damage, then followed by reciprocity. This is going to be really nice because it'll stack up extra crit, which is going to benefit our ranged attacks. We'll be able to get more crits and put more flame stacks on enemies if they're shooting at us. If we just kind of dodge and weave a little bit while they're shooting, you don't necessarily need to be like perfect about it. Just throw some dodges in there randomly while you're getting shot at or where you're getting meleeed at, and it'll really add up. It also works for melee, which is great because then we have Desperado here, which adds a 10% more melee crit chance and 25% melee finesse bonus. So our crits are going to be hitting very hard on the dueling sword, and we're hitting about 50% crit, all things told. Then 25 toughness boost, and then finally exploit weakness here. So this is going to mean that we're dealing 20% more damage with our bleeds, with all sources whenever we've crit with a melee attack in the last 6 seconds. So if you want to get fancy with it, you can, get some crits in there, and then you can swap to your ranged weapon, and you're dealing 20% more damage for those next second. You can do something like that, or you can just stay on the melee and just keep chunking away, and you'll start to get some really solid damage done because that'll all stack up, and then that 20% damage actually applies to our crack grenade as well. So yeah, there's easy ways to pump tons of damage. And you notice that I'm not using any keystones because who needs a keystone, right? We don't need to be fussing with all this stuff. Let's just go ahead and take some very strong core talents, and we'll go out there and we'll rock a game, easy peasy. How about that? Okay, check out the build, see if you like the looks of it, and let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time. Mr. Beyond, bye-bye. I can still tag, this isn't doing anything. I'm helping. helping. Ah! Yeah, the crit difference feels good here. I think I didn't have enough crit last time. Stupid asshole, what the fuck? Oh, that's not good. I'm not here. Don't fuck with me. I'm not in this corner. There's nobody on this corner. Stop. Go away. You'll never take me alive. I'm too defended. Oh, there's a block in front of me. I'm supposed to be getting carried. What the fuck? I don't like the green stuff. I don't want to eat that broccoli. It's Rune Crunch. I love this guy. We shoot. What the fuck? Don't do that, man. That's not cool. Oh god. Fucking hurt. Hog bounced off my face. I got it! Oh, it's a demon host. I was wondering what I was shooting at. Oh. Stupid bitch. Die. I was like, what is that? Like I thought it was like a Toxwalker or something? I guess it's green. That's all I can say. Man, we took it out. Now we have a better pathway secured. How'd the Poxwalker give me no corruption? I have gold toughness on. If you have gold toughness on, it protects your health entirely. Watch out. We got shit all over us here. Is there the fucking plasma gunner brigade behind us? There's still so many plasma gunners. What the fuck? Holy shit! Oh god! I didn't think he was looking at me. I saw it coming. I was ready for it. Okay, that's a solid one. That's the easy way. Did I do pretty good? I did really good. Honestly. Oh, oh fuck. I was looking at chat. I hopped up on top of that box and got my ass all blasted. Holy shit. Why was there so many guys aimed at the top of that box?